Well, hello everybody and welcome back to the Outdoor Channel. It is winter time out. That means we're not doing a whole lot with the outdoor activities. Instead, we are focusing our attention on our new HD project truck behind me. And in today's video, we're talking about lighting specifically with factory fog lights. We're going to use a little wire jumper here from Boost Auto Parts. It's going to change the behavior of the fog lights. It's all coming up next. Stay tuned. All right, looking at the front of the truck, you can see we have the headlights on. And of course, if you have factory fog lights, you can turn those on whenever you like. So we got them on and again off. We'll go ahead and turn those back on. Now, if you go ahead and put the brights on, you can see that those fog lights turn off. And turning the brights off, fog lights come back on. The mod that we're going to do today is going to allow you to do both of those. All right, this is your part from Boost Auto Parts. It's really mostly just a jumper with a couple of T-taps, or sometimes referred to as suitcase connectors. Basically, we're going to tap into the BCM or body control module in the truck. Depending on your particular vehicle and what function you want to unlock, there's quite a few different things that this can be used for. Again, in today's video, we're going to update the function of the fog lights, but it does a few things depending on where you jump this from and to. Taking a little bit of a closer look. This is all it is. Again, just a jumper. I believe there may be a diode or something here allowing current only to flow in one direction. Pretty straightforward. Let's go ahead and get to the install. As we kick things off, go ahead and pop the hood and remove the negative battery terminal with a 10mm socket. Going to the driver's side of the truck, you're going to want to go under the dash. This is a pretty quick and easy install. Should only take a couple of minutes. You're going to want to find your body control module. That is these set of plugs here, and you're looking for, in this case, the pink plug. So these plugs will have a little white tab on there. You're going to want to pull that down towards the floor of the truck, and then once you pull that down, there's a little tab on here that you can press in and pull the whole plug out. Just like that. Zooming in, here is the white piece that we pulled out, and pushing your thumb right in here allows you to pull the whole plug out. Next is to pull some of this shielding back. Now in my case, I've also got a little bit of black electrical tape. We're just going to take some of that off to expose some of the wires. Peeling back some of this shielding is probably the most time-consuming part, but if you got a nice sharp blade, it'll make short work of it. Just be careful not to damage any of the wires or put any extra stress on the plug here. So with the white tab up there, it's going to be a little hard to see on this camera, but you're going to want to find pin position 6. When I previously did this install, this black piece was not there. Looks like GM's added that to add a little bit of stability to the wires, not putting any strain on there. So I had to shine a light in there to find pin position 6. In my particular case, that is the second row down and second from the left. I will put the Boost Auto website's diagram in there. It will make it a lot easier to see. It's this brown wire that's right here. We can see that. We're going to put our first T-tap right on that. All I want to do is center that jaw on there and go ahead and close this. Take a pair of pliers, go ahead and push down on that till you hear an audible click. And it should look something like that. Similarly, you want to find pin 12. Now that's on the bottom right here. This one's a lot easier to see. It's a big, bright white wire that's there. Kind of find it easier to stick your finger in there to separate it. Grab your tap. Go ahead and just slide that underneath there. I will again have the Boost Auto Parts website diagram on there just because it's really easy to see. And once you get that secured, should look something like that, one on either side. Next, we're going to take our jumper from Boost. This is directional. There's a blue band that's right here. Can't see it, but again, I think maybe there's a diode or something in there. This blue band is going to go on position 12. In my case, that's the white wire. Go ahead and just plug that in like that. Make sure it's secure. And then this has some flexibility to it, so we're going to go ahead and bend that around a bit. and the other end there onto pin 6. Make sure it's pushed all the way in. Should look something like that when you're done. All we have to do now is plug this back in. If you want to come back and replace some of this shielding, you can go ahead and do that as well. And when we're all done, go ahead and put that negative battery terminal back on, and we'll go ahead and test this. All right, we are back outside, going to do a quick little test. As you can see, the headlights of the truck are on. Going to go ahead and turn the fog lights on. They're on, they work as expected. Go ahead and cycle those off and back on. Everything works as it should. I'm going to go ahead and turn the brights on, and as you can see, the fog lights are still on. So that is now working as expected with the new Boost Auto mod. Turn the brights back off. Headlights, fog lights, as you expect. If I go ahead and turn the fog lights off and then turn the brights on, you can see that the fog lights will automatically engage whether I have them on or off here in the cab of the truck. Turn the brights off, fog lights are off. So just something to keep in mind, not at all a big deal. So, super simple mod. You can do it 10, 15, maybe 20 on the far end minutes. Not a big deal. You can do it in your garage or your driveway, wherever you got some space. If you like this type of content, hit the like, subscribe button. Helps the channel out quite a bit. We'll see you next time.